right. So Nate, any final thoughts? Anything else that's coming up for you about coaching, your experience with coaching with me that you want everyone to know about as we wrap this up today?
Coaching has been phenomenal for my marriage. And I don't know if you want to even use any of this, but the way I've been able to bring my concerns to you instead of a spouse, where I have someone who can give me insight and solutions and things to work on, instead of my wife who might read that as just complaining about the hard things at work. That's hard after years on a marriage. It's hard to have that person receive all of that baggage, but to have someone who can give me something to do about it, to dissect it and say, okay, what are the pieces we can work with here? What can we do to change this? What do we have control over? And actually work towards a change. Not only does it offload that mess from our relationship, but it gives me something to change. So there's less of that to talk about. I end up going home and talking about wins and successes. And I think you've probably taught me that, to not forget to talk about the good things and celebrate the things that happen. That's transformed our relationship as it relates to business, which is such a huge part of our life, being a business owner.
Yeah, that's such a byproduct of what we talked about earlier. When it's never enough for us, why would we ever celebrate?
Yeah,
we wouldn't. And I've caught myself being this way. I've worked with a lot of leaders who they're always on to the next thing because they always think, well, I did this thing, but I could do more of this thing, or I could do this thing at a bigger level. And so they get stuck in that pursuit of the next thing. And I think what keeps us from getting off that treadmill is that there's a level of success that comes from that, even if that success is miserable.
Yes.
There's success that comes along with that, we're like, hey, we're moving the needle on the scoreboard. I'm unhappy, but I'm winning in this area. And so we keep doing it.
Absolutely. Spot on.
Yeah. So I love that you're able to share those wins with the people around you, because they need to see that too. So they don't think that, yeah, my dad had a business, but man, he was such an insufferable asshole the whole time. I just hope that it went out of business at some point so he would just stop. Right. And I know kids like that. I mean, I remember I had a friend growing up that, he used to talk like that. He was just like, man, there's nothing I hate more than my dad's business. And because he brought that stuff home and it was really negative. And as a parent, we want our kids to see what's good about what we do. And sometimes that's hard when our mindset's not good about it.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. I mean, I can think of last week going home and sharing with my kids, hey, we did this smile makeover case. This person felt fantastic. They didn't know how to smile. They're ecstatic about life now. Sharing things that matter about changing someone's life instead of, oh boy, well, Q3 is not as solid as we'd like it to be. Just dumb shit like that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting. I remember in Alice in Wonderland, there's this quote that I'll roughly paraphrase. I think this is fairly accurate to what the quote is, but it says, the problem with the world is everyone wants a magical solution to their problems, but everyone refuses to believe in magic. And it's so easy for us as business owners to stop believing in the magic of what we do and start to treat it as just some kind of routine, like, it's just this thing. Yeah, I did dental work today, and it's more than that.
Yeah, totally agree.